Hey everyone, welcome back. Our next guest is a Grammy Award winning singer, songwriter, music producer, and arranger, a leading pioneer of gospel music since 1985. He's influenced pop superstars such as Justin Bieber, Chance the Rapper, and Jamie Foxx, to name a few. He's included in Essence magazine's list of the 50 greatest male singers of all time. He's topped Billboard charts, selling millions of records, and has collaborated with musicians such as Snoop Dogg and Kanye West. The legendary Fred Hammond is now co-headlining the Festival of Praise 2022 concert with Israel Houghton and Hezekiah Walker at Lehman Center for the Performing Arts, which promises to be an unforgettable hand-clapping and foot-stomping, get-up-out-your-seat worship explosion. And here now to share more is Grammy Award-winning gospel singer, songwriter, music producer, and arranger, the legend himself, Fred Hammond.
Hey now, how you doing?
Woo!
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good, doing well, feeling well, you know.
That's what's up. And thank you for taking the time, because I know you guys are in the middle of rehearsing and getting ready for this explosion. But let's just talk about where we are now and how much this really matters. And I want to say that's from being a New Yorker who has been deprived of really experiencing live music and almost experiencing it, and then us getting shut down and now reopening. But now I think it's for real, and you guys are bringing it to us spiritually. So let's talk about it.
Listen, we are all glad to just be back in the fold. We're having such a amazing time. We've started doing concerts, I think, since last maybe April, May. We started going out doing these dates. So yeah, we're excited, and the audience is excited. We'll take it. We got to wear masks and stuff right now, but we'll take that. We'll go ahead and take that. One day that'll be over with, but right now, let's just get together, get in a room, and let's have a ball.
And I think it's important that people understand that I get that we're still, we still have certain limitations and certain protocol that needs to be had. But at the end of the day, there's this invisible stuff, this invisible substance in which we all need to congregate and really just celebrate it, because right now the world is not in a really celebratory place.
Yeah, it's not. But one thing about it is we're going to find a way to find some joy through all of the pain and the trials we see, all of the craziness we've been over the last several years. There's still going to be a ray of sunshine somewhere, and that's what we're going to find a way to do it. So, this just, the Bible says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. We're in the morning. And it also means weeping may endure through the darkest time in your life, and joy comes while you're mourning. There's two different ways to look at it. While you're in your mourning, in the sad, in the depression, joy peeks its head through. And if we recognize it, we can have some hope. So it's good.
Yeah, that's definitely profound. And I want to say, just in having the opportunity to speak to you myself, that I admire the fact that you really have kept it real and in making sure that the language that you use, even though profound, that you're relating to our urban community, because I think it's so important that they understand and that we understand, because I identify as an urbanite myself, that we have a voice, and that we matter.
That's key right there. I was about to say it if you didn't say it, that, a lot of people in my profession, whether it be pastors, great men of God, great, singers and great evangelists, they tend to talk to the culture of church because that's what they know. And it is almost kind of a thing that says, I'm going to talk to the culture of the body. And so I'm going to give language just talking like this. And they say great things like, for such a time as this, and God is doing that, and God, which is great. But what you're doing is you're alienating a culture. And one thing I try, because I sound really bad when I try to do that. And I learned that like 40 years ago, that when I try to talk like I didn't have it, didn't come naturally. And the Lord told me, be yourself. You're going to be recognized by just being yourself. I'm a man who grew up in the hood, grew up in a crazy home situation. I grew up with a great mom who had to fight through and raise 3 boys, but we grew up in the hood. And so I always knew how to relate to that culture. And I just decided I would be me. And the Lord just told me, be you. Talk to them the way I got enough people doing that, but I need you to be you. And so therefore, I talk to the body and the believers and the culture, whoever, however. So, it's just, it's part of being effective. We were talking earlier, and I told you at 11 years old, I didn't know why, but I heard the story of Solomon. My mother had walked away from God for like 3 years when my father, Ray Hammond, died. He died at 32 years old of colon cancer. They call it cancer of the bowel back then. And she was like 34. And she was like, why me? So she was angry with God. She was mad and she walked away from God. But then she went back and said, 3 years later, she said, we're going to start going back to church. My first Sunday school lesson that I remember, the Sunday school teacher talked about Solomon and getting wisdom. I want to be wise. And at 11 years old in the Sunday school, in the back of the class, I prayed and said, Lord, make me wise. I want to be wise like that. I didn't know what I was doing. I just 11 years old, first day back. And one of the things about wisdom is being effective in the time that you're in. And so that's how I've made it this long, is I always want to be effective, and that's kind of what it is. Talk to the people.
Wisdom, and you have also mentioned, right? I'm just going to repeat what you had shared with me before getting on air, is that wisdom doesn't always mean that you know everything either. Wisdom is also knowing that when you don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. It's knowing when you absolutely don't know it. That's the beauty of wisdom, that you don't know everything, but you know when you don't know so that you can get help. You don't always do the right thing, but you know in the time that you're not doing the right thing, that it's not the right thing. That's the beauty of wisdom, so.
And so before we go, let's talk about this amazing festival that you're part of, and what it is that I guess you are anticipate people really experiencing in participating.
Well, this is called the Festival of Praise, because that's what we're coming to do. So as a culture of people, because not everybody goes to the same church. Some of the people come and don't even go to church. They'll be invited, but they like gospel music and they're going to come out and see. They love Hezekiah. Hezekiah's a Brooklyn native. He's one of the best out there today in the industry. Israel Houghton is an industry leader, and yours truly. And we're just coming together. And it's not the norm. Anybody that's been to a festival in the past, we don't just come out, I do a set, and then Hez does a set, and then we come out together. And we intersperse with each other. We sit on the stage with each other. We talk to each other. We sing background in each other's songs. And it's really just a night where we all come together. And I have to say, sadly, this is the last one. This is Festival of Praise 5. This is it. We're going away. So I'm telling everybody, get your tickets now, get them early. You're going to the fantastic Lehman College. I have so much good history with Lehman from back in the commission days, from back in the Radical for Christ days. So we're loving it. We're good to end this tour there. And so get it. We're going to have a ball. We coming like, I call it praise and worship assassins. We are coming. We're coming to take everybody. It's just like, you know what? We're going to hit you left and right in the center. Just wow, this is going to be coming songs. Just get you some rest that day. Hopefully you ain't got to work an income. But if you come and you got to sit, cool. But understand, people are going to be standing in front of you because we're singing everybody's favorite, period.
Oh my gosh, you're making my hair stand. I can feel it already. And we ain't even there. Oh my gosh, thank you for bringing it here to our viewers, everyone. The legendary Fred Hammond. And once again, he was talking about, the Festival of Praise 2022. That is happening on Saturday, March 26th at 8 p.m. at the Lehman Center for the Performing Arts, which is located at 250 Bedford Park Boulevard in the Bronx, of course. And for tickets, you can visit lehmancenter.org. And for more on Fred Hammond, visit him on IG at RealFredH. We have to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll hear about a collective art space also happening at Lehman College. Don't go anywhere.